For a game that has so much praise behind it, not too many people want to give their real, raw, uncut feelings about the game. But that's what I'm here to do in today's video. What is going on, guys? My name is RetroRush and welcome to the channel, man. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 things that I hate about Super Mario Odyssey. Now, let me start by saying, it's not so much that I hate these things, because as I played the game, it was hard enough to find 3 things that I remotely dislike about the game. So let's just change that to 5 things that I don't really like about Super Mario Odyssey, because I feel like if these 5 things were added into the game, it would have made the game 10 times better. So without further ado, if you're new here, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. We're always welcoming new people to the channel, and let's jump into it, man. Coming in at number 5 would have to be the motion controls. Although my first time playing through Super Mario Odyssey, the motion controls didn't really hinder my gameplay, I felt that at certain times the game relied too heavily on motion controls. And for someone that plays the Switch in handheld mode, it's not practical for me to shake around my whole system when I want to throw Cappy around my body to hit enemies. It's just not practical. And I feel like if they would have just mapped a lot of the motion controls to other buttons, that way you have the option to A, use motion controls, or B, still use the buttons and still be able to progress through the game and use the abilities the same way. I felt like relying solely on motion controls for a lot of the stuff was a bad move on Nintendo's part. Coming in at number 4 would probably have to be the story. Now, don't get me wrong, Super Mario Odyssey's story is amazing. It goes into great detail about what's happening. You visit all these different kingdoms, you help people along the way. Yeah, that's all fun and all, but I don't know, man, I just felt like I blew through this game super fast. And I wasn't one of the people that, you know, as soon as I collected all the moons that I needed to proceed to the next kingdom, that I would just go. I was one of the people that I'm gonna stay around and search for other power moons before I leave. And I still felt like I went through this game way too fast. Yeah, the post game is expansive and it has a lot of stuff to do in it, but you know, after you beat the story, you don't really get cutscenes and cool stuff like that no more. So if they could have made the story mode about maybe an hour 30 minutes, a little bit longer, I feel like that would have hit the sweet spot. Now, coming in at number 3 was one that didn't really affect me until the post game, and that's you no longer having lives. Now, when you die in Super Mario Odyssey, you don't lose a life. You lose 10 coins and then you come back to life. You can grab your coins again, and you sometimes can even you can get more coins than you had when you died. Now, this is good and all, because it was a lot of times in Super Mario Odyssey where, you know, you're trying to go for this power moon, but you just can't get the right jump on it, and you continue to die and die and die. And I understand that's why they took lives out, because for moments like that, you would lose 10 lives in a matter of seconds. And you know, if people just keep losing lives like that, that diminishes their motivation to play. With this coin system, oh, you're only losing 10 coins and you can get coins in every kingdom. But the problem with this is, during the post game, you're gonna want your coins, man. If you are one of the people like me and you want to 100% this game and you want to get all the cool stuff, and I'm kidding you guys not, it's a lot of cool stuff at the end of this game, you're gonna want your coins. And I don't know, man, maybe it's just me, but I didn't like the fact that I didn't have lives and I lost my coins after I beat the game. But hey, maybe that's just Mario telling me that I need to get good. At the number 2 spot, I'd have to give it to the enemies in Super Mario Odyssey. Don't get me wrong, I love being able to throw Cappy at a Goomba and capture the Goomba and then start making a Goomba stack. But when you've played almost every 3D Mario game, and you know every or almost all of the enemies that they could have added in this game, you really wonder what happened to a lot of the classic enemies like the bombs. Where the heck did they go, man? I would have loved to throw my little cap on a bomb and, you know, walk up to like some kind of brick that Mario can't ground pound and break and detonate myself, and boom, I open that up and now I got a power boom or something. I just don't, it was a lot of lost enemies in the Mario franchise that they just didn't put in this game, and I felt like it's an Odyssey, man. Throw as much stuff in this game as you possibly can, and I think they missed out on the opportunity there. Coming in at the #1 spot on the top 5 things I hate about Super Mario Odyssey list. Before I jump into that, drop a like on the video if you agreed with anything I talked about on this list. Drop a comment down below if I didn't touch on something and you felt like, hey, I hated this so much, I need to get it off my chest. Do it down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on what you hated about this game, man. I know it's an amazing game, but not everything is perfect, and that's what makes us gamers. We share our opinions on these games, and you know, hell, when Super Mario Odyssey 2 comes out, maybe they'll have some of the things on this list. But without further ado, the #1 thing I hated about Super Mario Odyssey is the characters. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about the characters you can capture with Cappy, because we all know that's pretty awesome, but it's the characters that you couldn't capture with Cappy. For instance, the Donkey Kong 8-bit section. If you could have threw your cap at Donkey Kong and it had been like a whole bunch of Koopas coming up with some Goombas on the thing, and you just start throwing barrels at them, that would have been so freaking awesome, man. I just feel like Nintendo really missed on an opportunity to give you the ability to be these characters in a Mario game. Now I understand that they threw the cameos in there. You can kind of be these characters, but it's not the same as you actually throwing your cap and becoming that character. I feel like if they would have did that, this game would have knocked it out the park, and it's already done that, man. Super Mario Odyssey is already the best selling Super Mario game ever, and that alone is a feat to, you know, that's just crazy, man. It's crazy to even think about. But that's my list. That is the top 5 things I hated about Super Mario Odyssey. Let me know down in the comment section below, what are the top 5 things you hate about this game. And I'm actually gonna do another video, the top 5 things I loved about Super Mario Odyssey, so be on the lookout for that. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys in today's video. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you, all of you, everybody, new, old, young, I don't care who you are, make sure you hit that bell, man. Hit the freaking bell. You don't need to miss no more of these videos, man. Don't miss them. Don't miss them. So hit that bell. Anyways, my name is RetroRush, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out. Peace.